What is intuitive tennis? It's a teaching methodology that I developed that's based on the fact that all high-level players possess automatic strokes. In other words, they do not think about technique when they're playing. All their strokes are intuitive, or in other words, they're automatic. The definition of the word intuitive means using what one feels to be true even without conscious reasoning. In other words, instinctive. And this is exactly how high-level tennis is played. Players do not have enough time to be thinking about technical elements of their strokes. In other words, they are relying on their instincts and their muscle memory to perform at the highest level. And the reason my channel is called Intuitive Tennis is because playing intuitively should be the goal for any aspiring tennis player. So how do you become an intuitive tennis player? Well, unfortunately, tennis inherently isn't intuitive. In other words, if we take a beginner and send them onto the tennis court, that player is not going to be intuitive right off the bat. What's most likely going to happen, and a beginner that's never had lessons before will pick up the racket kind of like a frying pan, and now the serve is going to be struck in this way, and the forehand and the backhand is going to be struck in that way, and everything's going to be pushed forward in a very careful delivery in order to get the ball into the box. And without instruction, most likely this type of player will not improve. So the way you become an intuitive tennis player that possesses automatic strokes is by having the correct fundamentals. And then through diligent repetition of those fundamentals, you will eventually have automatic strokes and you will not have to think about technique when you play. And once the fundamentals are set through diligent repetition, you will not even remember some of the fundamentals. And this is how muscle memory works. And if you listen to elite tennis players, they interestingly don't know most of the technical tennis terms. They might not even be familiar with what kind of grip they're playing with. So if you think logically, don't you want to be like them? You don't need to concern yourself with most of the technical terms. You simply have to set the correct fundamentals, and then through diligent repetition, you will eventually be an intuitive tennis player.